All right, so that is how to play Our Strength, Our Hope, Our Confidence on the ukulele here, chord melody style. It's in the key of C, and so if you're interested in learning this song, this is going to be a tutorial on how to do that. There are quite a few different chords in this song, and so we'll just go through the chords real quickly here. It starts off, since it's in the key of C, of course you have your C chord. You have F next, traditional F, just the normal. Then G, G chord, G sus4, so it's just like G, you're just going to add your pinky to the bottom. So that's G sus4 right there. C5, which is just like a C, but you're also barring the 3rd fret of your E string. So a lot of times you'll see this chord in here, and when you play it, instead of playing all the way through, you can add that A string if you like, but you can stop at the E. Like that. D minor comes next. D minor is just your normal D minor. And then G7, your standard G7. You can play down there. E7 sus4. So that's this is kind of an unusual chord. We don't play this one that often, but the G7 or the E7 sus4 is ring finger or pointer finger rather on the C string 2nd fret, and then the ring finger up on the 4th fret of your G string. So when making the transition to the E7, you go E7 sus4, and then E7, which is the next chord that you need, standard E7. Next one is C major 7 sus4. C major 7 sus4, I mean it's just these, so it's like a G7, but you're just lifting up your pointer finger off of that C string. And of course, I've been playing that. You'll notice how I play it. I play it like this because it leads into the D minor 7 a little bit easier. So that's when we play that C7 sus4. So I mean, you don't have to play that top finger back into F. So that's C major 7 sus4, D minor 7, just like your D minor, but adding the 7th. And sometimes we'll play this all the way through with the A string as well, but sometimes we'll just play down just the D minor, depending on what changes we're doing next. So D minor 7 is in there. Not even sure that you have to play that 7th ever in this song. And then B flat, it's just your standard B flat, B flat. D sus2, let's see, where do we play that? D sus2 is, because it's on you we rely, so D sus2 is just this top 2, so your G string and your C string 2nd frets. So it's just like a D, but you're just hitting those top 2. So because it's on you, all right, and then optional, you can add a D sus11. So instead of playing on the 2nd time through, so the 1st line, and then in the 2nd line, instead of playing that same, if you don't want to repeat that, you can add that instead. That's D sus11. D sus11 is just a G chord, and you're adding an extension onto your 5th fret of the A string. Or you can play it like this, if that's easier. So same G chord, you're barring 2nd fret, bottom 3 strings, adding your pointer finger to make that G chord, and then adding your pinky to the 5th to make that D sus11. All right, so those are the chords. Let's walk through how to play this. You can play, you can play it chord-melody, or you can just strum the chords. I'm going to include a link, as always, down in the description to guitar tabs, so you'll be able to see the chords. And I don't play these chords, every time exactly the same. You can play it however you want to, however it sounds good to you, but I've just kind of included the chords as a pattern, a general pattern to follow. So starting off with this song, you're going to pluck down on the C string and hammer on 2nd fret, C string with your middle finger. And then play the C chord. Pluck down on that C, open C again, and then play your F chord. Pluck up on your E, open E string, and play your G and C chords. So that first line is, or and then a hope, you're going to hit same thing again, 2nd fret of your C for a hope, and then play that A minor, open C again, and then play F, open E, G sus4, or you can just strum it. You can strum it or just pick those bottom 3 strings. Hammer on to make the G7, so 1st fret of your E string, and play the C5, C5 chord there. You don't have to play it all the way through. You can stop at E, the E string if you want to, or you can play it all the way through. Pluck back up on your open E, play your F chord, then ring finger onto your G note there, that's the 3rd fret of your E string. And play your G and A minor chords. So it's open C and F with your pinky, hit your G note again, so that's the 3rd fret of your E string. Let's see, and then play your D minor chord, just down to the 3rd string. Put your pinky back down and pluck up on the E, so that's the 3rd fret of the E. And then go back to your G sus4 and your G. Or at that point you can also play your D sus11 and your G, if that sounds better to you. Okay, so far we have right, so this next line is going to be the exact same as your first line, but at times, so the exact same thing. Fourth line and the hope, same thing as well, G7, C5, F, and this line, there's a slight change to it, has suddenly grown dim, so pluck down on your C, F, pluck up on that third fret of the E, D minor, back down on the third fret of your E, so that G note, and then play that E7 sus4. So that's the transition that's going to take you into your chorus. So that last line, but at times, E7 sus4 to E7. All right, now you're ready for the chorus. You're our strength, so for you're our strength, you're going to pluck open C and hammer on second fret of your C, so your D note there. And then play the A minor chord, first fret of your E string, you're going to hammer onto that. Oh, sorry, you're not going to hammer on, you're just going to pluck up on it, and you're going to hammer on to the G note, the third fret of that E string. So, and play that G note. And I like to play it down to the third string there, or the second string technically, just down to that E string. Okay, so, and you're going to pluck open A and hammer on second fret, so that's that B note. So, and here we're going to play that C major 7 sus4. So it's just like an F chord, but you're adding that, you have your finger on the second fret of the A string. And then you lift that up and play your your F chord. Okay, so it's you're going to put your pinky down, back on your G note there, third fret of your E string, and pluck up. Play that D minor chord. Lift up your ring finger off of that E string, and pluck the C string. So you're plucking E string, lifting up, and plucking that C string with your finger still on there, that D minor shape. So, and then you're going to play your A minor. Or you can play it all the way through. I like to play it down to the E string. Open C. And open E. B flat. So that first part again goes. So for this next line, when we preach, when we teach, that's Same exact thing, all the way through to D minor 7. So and you play that C major 7 sus4, but now you're going to add your pinky to make that D minor 7 sound. Pluck up on the open A, make your C5. Ring finger on the first fret of the E, pluck up. So pull off, pluck up and pull off. And play your D minor. Just the top two actually. That sounds better. And then D for that D sus2. That's that D sus2, I guess. You're going to pluck up on your E string with your ring finger or your pointer finger on the first fret of your E. And open, and then C, F, so that's it. Walking through it again very slowly. Something like that. Anyway, hopefully that gives you like a general idea of how to play this chord melody on your ukulele. And this is actually in the same key as the song in the songbook. So you can play right along with the song as well. And that makes it a lot funner. Have fun with the song. If you guys get it and you want to record it and send me a version, your version of it, you playing it, that would be great. I'd love to see that as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.